Hey guys, how are you all today? Let's give it a few minutes to see if anyone comes on. Hey Ronnie, how are you today? Or tonight? Your tonight, my today. Hello Alyssa. Nice to have you here. That's good to hear, Ronnie. So we're going to do a bit of work on communicating with our ancestors today. Hey Christy. Well, I hope it's okay, Alyssa. Hey Tanessa. Good to see you made it, Christy. I hope you're doing all right. Hey Serenity. Hey Tanessa. All right, wow. I'm nervous now. I've got too many people on. So we're going to be doing a communicating with our ancestors, and this is a beginning one. So I put it together to because I'm very slack and it takes me a long time to get my shit together and actually do stuff. And I guess working with ancestors for me was always a bit sort of I don't know, just I was always a bit nervous about it. So I decided that it was about time I did. So I put this together. So I hope it's useful for you girls. I've got half of it typed out, but I've got notes and bits that I've added all through it. So I'm working till Sunday. So if you give me till Monday, I'll put it all up in Google Classroom, so you can print it off and go over it and change it however it suits you. You don't have to use what I use. You could use different things. You don't even have to use the crystals. I just thought I love crystals, and I know that some of my ancestors did too, so I just incorporated them into this spell that I'm doing, working. Serenity, thank you. They're in abundance here in Australia. They're everywhere. I love this one. It's so warm too. It's bloody freezing. Well, I say it's freezing over here. It's probably nothing compared to your weather that you get in your cold season, but it's spring here and we've had like 5-6 days of rain. I'm over it. Totally over it. She's so bushy. I love that. Grandmas know best. Oh, Serenity, thank you. The dishes they were my dad's pride and joys. He was very connected to Native American Indian traditions, and thus there's eagles and Indian statues and knives and all sorts of stuff, jewelry, plates. Yeah. I was going to do this out in the forest, but like I said, we've had 5 or 6 days of rain and it's so wet out there. So doing it in here, and I thought this was a good place to do it because I have a lot of ancestral stuff here. Hey Monica, how are you? So yeah, all right. So like I said, I put this together as a basis to start working with my ancestors. So I always chat with my dad and my nan, but I wanted to get deeper. So oh God, I'm so nervous now. I don't know why. This was the first one to get me started, and it was a pretty big one. I probably won't do the actual ritual, but I'll set it all up so you can see. I probably will end up doing it. We'll see. I'll just get on with it, eh? All right. So I think the first thing that I started to think about was why am I doing it? Why did I want to work with my ancestors? What do I want to get out of it? What's my actual intention for this first ritual or working? When would be the best time to do it? How will I do it? And what will I need? So I thought about that, and I thought, oh, well, I'm going to need some divination tools. And I've got a pendulum that is dedicated just for ancestor work, but I've used it mainly with my dad and my nan. And so I decided that I wanted to use the divination rods. So that's what I'm going to use today. And I bought these ones. I do. We're still connecting, but they're pretty good. Yes, you are. Yes. So we'll get into them later. So think about what tools you want to use for communicating with your ancestors. I wanted to have that circle of protection around me. So I made the ancestral incense blend. That's in one of my lives before, but you can use any ancestral blend or any incense that you want for protection or whatever. This is a mix, so it's got protection to enhance the my psychic abilities, to enhance the communication, to honour my ancestors. So there's a mix of intentions in this one. But you can go back and watch that later if you want to. Then with the tools, I also because the pendulum or the rods only give you that yes or no answer. I wanted to be able to receive messages when I needed to from them. So I actually dedicated this oracle deck. I don't know if you can see that. Angels and Ancestors. It's a Kyle Gray set. I absolutely love it. Yeah, it's a really nice deck, but if you don't have to do that, you might have another deck that you could use. Yeah, we'll get into them ones later. So that was the tools. You could use your wand to cast your circle, because you probably do want to cast your circle. I've already I've done all that, so I'm sort of semi-prepared. And I wanted to, like I said, add some crystals. So the crystals that I chose, I chose 4 for the to represent each element, and then I chose another 3 to place around the circle. Clear quartz to amplify, bloodstone to represent my ancestors, and black obsidian for protection. You can use any others. That was the intentions that I set for them. So they're the ones that I'm going to use today in this one. So the crystal layout, well, let's sort of get into that. So to start it, I've cast the circle. I called in the elements. That's who I use. And when I did that, I would have placed the crystals, but I left that to do with you. Hey Sarah Lee, hey Kirsten, how are you girls? No, you're not really late. I'm just babbling at the moment. I was just explaining why I chose to do this to get me started. I kind of need a starting base for things. I can't just sort of jump into it. So that's why I put this one together. So light your incense. Please watch your fingers. Man, that always smokes, sorry. And then we'll add some of our incense to get it going. I also chose to have a black and a white candle in this as well. So they kind of, I don't know, you can't sort of see all this, but let me see if I can move this around. So I'm facing north, well, my north at the moment, and I have my candles placed up the end. And I would place my tourmaline when I'm casting my circle. Let me just get my, sorry, here it is. No, it's not, oh my God. My rutile quartz I chose for the earth. So I place my rutile quartz to represent the earth element. And I'd go around each direction. So east is my kyanite. I chose kyanite for that to represent the air element. I place this kyanite to represent and to honour the air element. South is the I represented the garnet for fire. So I place this garnet to represent and honour the element of the south. And then moonstone for water for west. So I place this moonstone to represent and honour the element of water. So I placed the 4 element crystals around, and the next I'd place the clear quartz. So I'm just reading some of these comments. Yeah, Alyssa, I agree. I like I said, I talk to Dad and my nan a lot, but to call in other ancestors that I've probably never met in this life, it was a bit sort of daunting to me, and so I didn't want to just, you know, get the rods out and start talking. I wanted to actually do a well, an honouring and to let them know that I'm ready, and if they're ready to work with me now. So Serenity, it's a beautiful, I'll just get it, it's beautiful stone. Rutile quartz, I love it. I don't know if you can see all the bits through it, they're like little hairs. I love this piece, it's gorgeous. And it's not perfect, you can see it's got chips in it. That's how it came. Yeah. I mean, you can use whatever, if you want to use crystals to represent the elements, you can choose whatever you want. There are lots out there. And yeah, just do your research. Have a look whatever's comfortable for you. Oh, that's really nice, Sarah Lee. Wow. So yeah, okay. So the next ones I would place around the circle would be my quartz. Now I chose this one to go up in the north. I do love this piece. You can see it's a double terminated point. And it's got a doorway etched in it. It's got a few doorways etched in it, and bits hanging off it. So it's really, to me, this one represents family because of all the different points. So I would place this one here, and as I'm putting it, this one would be to amplify communications between my ancestors and I. So I have 4 clear quartz and 2 are dedicated to amplifying the communications between us. So I would place this one here, and I would place the other one that I have for that at the south. And the other 2 to represent the east and west are to amplify the protection that I've placed around for both myself and my ancestors when they visit with me today. So that's for those 4. Oh, hey Heather, that's okay. You haven't missed a great deal. I was just talking about setting up the crystal grid now, so yeah. Feel free to go back and watch it. Wow, Sarah Lee, that sounds really interesting, Ancestry DNA. Yeah, I'd like to look into that one day. It'd be really fascinating to find out. I'm just going to add a bit more incense while that's going. So the next ones that I would place would be the bloodstone to represent my ancestors. I've only got small ones, but I'd place them. I don't know if you can see this. I'm sorry. Oh, I see it. So there's my quartz, and I would place that one under the quartz. And as I place it, I'd say that I place this bloodstone to represent and honor my ancestors, and I place them all around with each quartz. So just under each quartz. Sorry. I'll place it all and then I'll zoom out after. So did you make the incense blend, Ronette? It is nice. I quite like it. And like I said, you can add anything to it. Take stuff out. Make it your blend for your ancestors. So put stuff in to honour your ancestors and things like that. So after placing the 4 bloodstones to represent and honour my ancestors that come with me today, the last one would be the tourmaline that I chose for protection. So, and as I place each one, I would say that I place this tourmaline to protect both myself and my ancestors who visit me here today. Okay. So that's the grid layout. If I just move all my notes and all my bits, I'll try and zoom around and show you. Oh, I'm sorry, girls. Let me get off without disrupting it. So I'm actually sitting on my coffee table. I probably should have moved it and gone onto the floor, but I didn't. Oh, okay. Sorry. Now, let me see if I can do this right. So that's the north direction with the candle, the tourmaline, the rutile quartz, and the 3 crystals. And so you'd move around to each corner. That's east, south, and the west. So you do need a bit of room. Sorry. Oh, God. Sorry, girls. I was just catching up on... her dad's side. Oh, wow. Christy, wow, that's, yes, interesting. Oh, wow, Kirsten. Okay, so I might, yeah, I might look into that. As Irish, wow, Alyssa. Oh, thank you, Serenity. All right, I'm just going to put you back on here. Okay. So after that, after placing all the crystals and feeling protected and safe and honouring my ancestors, I'm just going to build this up a bit more. Okay. Is when I would now start my talking with my ancestors. So I would use my divination rods, and like I said, you might want to use your pendulum, and that's okay, or any other tool that you use. That's fine. You use what's comfortable for you. I do. I have been using my pendulum for ancestral work since I first did this ritual, but I use both, so the rods and the pendulum, and they both work just as well for each other. I actually, the reason I bought these ones was because the set that I made, and I'll just get them here, and they're nothing flash. They work beautifully when I'm talking to Dad. They would not work for this at all. They just stood completely still and wouldn't move. So I went and bought this set to dedicate purely for ancestral work with my ancestors, not sort of just Dad. Yeah. So I was quite fascinated when that happened. They've never done that before. They've never just not worked. So, sorry, I forgot to say before you started your ritual, it's probably a good idea to write down some of the things that you want to ask with that your ancestors while you're doing this. So some things that some things that you might want to say are any. Well, we'll start this now. First, ask your tools how they'll answer for yes, and how will you answer for no. So I hope you can see that. Oh yeah, Danessa. He never did like sharing me with other people. I was always his little girl. I still am, I guess. So, okay, they're freaking out a bit now. Are any of my ancestors here with me today? So that's a yes. And you can ask things like, are you going, Dale? See you, Dale. Have a good day. Oh, hello. Oh, shit, everyone's here. Just give me 10 minutes. Oh, sorry, I'm in the middle of a live. Sorry, that's my mum. Oh my God, and that's my daughter. Oh my God, that's my other daughter. So, sorry. Any of my ancestors here today with me, ancestors that I've met in this lifetime? Ooh, that's interesting, because that usually is yes. So are any of my ancestors male? Nope. Are any of my ancestors female that have joined me today? Yep. I thought it was going to start freaking out on me then. Okay. So I'm going to presume my dad's not with me today? Nope. Okay, that's funny because he usually always is, so that's weird. So you can ask whatever questions that you want to ask. And I guess I asked, were my ancestors ready to work with me? And they, yeah. And did they know that I was now ready to work with them? Because I wanted them to, I want them to know that I'm ready. I'm not half-hearted about it now. I'm committing. Okay, so so that was for that, and then I asked if I'll use the pendulum for this. So how will you answer for yes? And how will you answer for no? Okay. And then I asked I asked my ancestors, was it okay if I used this oracle deck to receive any messages that they might want to give me? And you can see that going to a yes. At least some of them are helping me out today. Dad, you're not. He's usually always here. I can't believe it. Anyway, so that's when I put the pendulum down for now, and I used the cards. And I just asked what were the messages that I needed to receive from them today. Okay. Now I've got I got 4 cards. I think I got 5 cards the first time I actually did this. I do this at least every second day, sometimes every third day, usually 2 or 3 times a week. Just ask the pendulum, are there any messages I need to get from my ancestors today? And then I'll get the deck to receive them. And I use all of the ones that drop out because they're obviously meant for me on that day. So I'll share with you the 4 I just got. I got the, oh God, is it? Yeah. I got, the first one was the Druid, hold the space. The second one was the Peacekeeper, let go of the need to be right. Yeah, that's a hard one for me sometimes. Oracle, wait for important information. And the Fire Guardian, ignite your passions. They make a lot of sense to me. They may not for you, but they do to me. So I'd ask again if there are any other messages that I needed to receive. So are there any other messages that I need to receive today? No, those 4 are enough, thank you. If it said yes, I would shuffle again and see what came out. For me, I'd just let them fall out. But for you, like if you are drawn to a particular one, then by all means, pull it out. It's meant for you. Then after that, I'd make sure there were, again, no more messages for that day. And I'd thank them for coming to be with me today, and ask them, is it okay that we work together in the future? And I realise not all of them will come at the same time, like or every time that you do this, but there'll always be some of our ancestors with us. And then I'd finish it off by honouring them again, thanking them for coming, and letting them know that I'm looking forward to working with them in the future. So I'm just going to stop there and go back. I need these and see what I have missed. So, thanks, Ronette. They're early. They weren't meant to be here for another half an hour or so. I have to write my questions because as soon as I know they're listening, I get excited and forget what I want to say exactly, Sarah Lee. And that's why this took me ages, like a good 2 weeks to sit down and think about. And it was really good because I could actually feel a connection with them while I was getting it all together. So it was really nice. Tanessa loves her rods too. I really love working with divination rods. I think they're great. I want to try rods, but I'm still unsure. We tried them when we were in New Orleans, and they were going nuts. These ones, when I first bought them, they were going nuts, and they still do shimmer a bit, but they're like anything. You have to connect with them. So what I did was I carried them around with me for 2 or 3 days before I even started working or tried working with them again. And just, because these ones look like pens, so they're really quite handy. I just had them in my pocket all day and put them under my pillow overnight. And yeah, we're connecting quite well now. So they're a nice feel. I really like them. So well, that's basically the ritual. Does anyone have any yes. Oh, they all know I'm a witch. So yeah. Yeah. Are there better days to reach out? Sometimes I don't. Some days I don't feel a need to talk or communicate with them. I guess it's you and your feelings. The last 3 days I've drawn cards every day, and had some pretty. Yeah, full-on messages. They're not mucking around now. They're trying to kick my butt into gear. So, it's just a matter of listening to those messages, I guess.
So like a hand steamer?
Yeah, just exactly, Ronette. Just do it when it feels right. It's all about us and our connection with our ancestors. So, it's yeah.
If I put it on.
So how long do I spend? This one was a fairly big, probably about an hour for this first ritual. By the time and I actually did do this out in the forest. It was beautiful. It was such a nice day. By the time I cast my circle and then set out the crystal grid and all that, it was probably about an hour. So, but the other times I do it sometimes in the morning when I wake up. I might just feel the need. I'll get the pendulum. Is there a message I need to get today? Yes. Draw the cards. Sometimes I'll do it in the night. Yeah. I don't sort of have a set time anymore. It just, when I feel I need to do it, I do it. And I always ask, I usually just ask the pendulum because it's always in my pocket or with me, close, where the rods aren't always with me. So I just ask that, is there a message I needed to receive today? And if it's yes, I'll use the cards to receive that message. You might have other ways that you receive messages. And that's fine. That's your way. So, yeah, I do. Well, I've asked if Nan and Grandma and Dad were there and a few others that have passed, but I want to try and find a way of finding out the names of my other ancestors that are with me that I've never met in this life. So yeah, I'm not sure how to do that. So if you've got any suggestions, let me know. I mean, I could go use the pendulum and go through a whole list of names, but that's going to take me fucking ages, and really, I'm not that patient. So if you have any, yes, the rods do give us hugs. And that's probably why the other rods wouldn't work for that I used for Dad, because we always finish with a hug. And he probably, yeah, you're right, he just didn't want to share me. Hello, Crystal, how are you? I hope you're well. I'm about to finish up. Oh God.
I might go to that.
I just if you have any other questions or anything, just put let me know. Otherwise, you can
Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll put it on something and I'll get a steamer and.
You can get a wig head from
Yeah.
10, 20, $18.
So how do you do you ask them by is this your name or is this your name, or have you got another way of finding out their names? I'd be curious. I'd really love to know.
They're cheap things.
Yeah, it probably would. Only I don't use Ouija boards. Oh, excuse me. I had a real yeah. I just don't use them anymore. Really bad experience and freaked me out.
Oh, wow.
Took me a long time to get rid of what was with me, and I just won't go there anymore. So if you got any other suggestions, I'd love to hear it. Or if I don't know. I'm even scared to do it with someone who knows what they're doing. So it's just something I don't go near anymore. Yeah. So any other questions or anything anyone wants to add? I hope that was kind of useful. Okay, Ronette. That's interesting. I might try that one. So I'm gonna leave it there if no one has anything they want to say or add or ask a question. If you do have any questions, just children, oh my God, add it into the comments and I'll get back to you. I do if you use Oracle cards, shut up. She's such a little bitch. Oh, sorry. If you do use, I would seriously, oh my God, suggest that you dedicate a deck just for your ancestors. You might have one, or just have a look around for one that feels right. Oh, thank you, girls. Oh, thank you. That's lovely. So, yeah, and I'm going to dedicate these rods purely for ancestral work. And like I said, this one is, my pendulum is purely for ancestors. And I have other pendulums that I've used for other things. So, I think it's nice just to dedicate something just for them. It's really personal, and then they know when you're serious and you want to communicate, and they'll answer through them. So that's it for me, girls. Like I said, if the crystals, you don't have to do that. You don't have to be that elaborate about it, or if you want to say. It's just another way of connecting, I guess. And yeah. All right, lovelies, I'm going to leave you at that, and I hope you have a wonderful night. And I'm going to go and strangle my children and mother. Okay. All right, blessed be, girls. Love yous. Bye.